Welcome to Two Sides and Vibes, where real men talk real life.
Charlie, Yeshishia.
What happened?
Right now, I for bring snacks.
How far?
You see the podcast for Evolve.
You see, oh.
So some tom and since they plate inside, then you pick some. Then some smoked fish.
Hey.
Then Kofi
No
Brook.
fish by this time.
Kofi Brook, man. Oh, but Kofi Brook man be solid.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah,
not
Kofi
gonna be
Brook man
bad.
be solid. Yeah. Just say right now, one be like 7 CDs. So
Coffee broke man be 7 CDs.
for 5 is gonna hurt.
I buy papa.
It be more expensive for cantonment safe. They fit give you the full one for like 8 CDs.
But the
Just
whole
one.
bunch of one.
Yeah.
No, it's 5 cities, 5 cities.
Oh, you sure?
I did yesterday gone. It'll be 5 cities.
You sure? No, it be your side.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
because if
maybe
you find
now-
boy,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you find boy, catch
Pretty boy
that, then they
privilege.
take that sham.
Pretty boy privilege you they get. Then they come on the VAT for top.
You find boy, you catch there, no.
Bro, you know now if you want to drink cocoa with correct bread, could see something for hold like 15.
15 cities.
Yeah.
That'd be standard. Or it be me.
How that? Charlie
be
Godwin,
standard?
come out for your head. Turn up.
You dey chop
never
some
stand
boy.
up.
Yeah, 5 cities.
Turn up.
Then I dey do some math on Wache, right? Now you know if you buy Wache, make you no pass 50 Ghana.
Of course.
Yeah, you
of
want to
course.
really chop,
Yeah.
I go buy Wache like last week.
Of
I tried
course.
3 different places. I did do my math. One guy said in the tier from 20.
The watch pen, not
Yeah,
no.
just the Wache, you tier from 20. Wait, I go another side, so they say they start from 15.
15. Yeah, I think
Then you
15
go some
is standard
side, the
now.
woman says they start from 10, but the 10, the wish go 10.
Of course,
Yeah,
you go just say, make it add another 10.
I want to be careful to say this.
Yeah.
You know why then they do so? I
Yeah.
you say the watch, some branding come inside.
Oh, of course.
So some places, if you go right now, you dey buy them 80, 100.
Yeah.
So the local people say,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
People, they order a pack, 100 cities. So people for start, they buy from a certain...
Yeah, I think that's what it
Yeah.
is.
So by the time you go add your fish and your meat, then you day close to the
That's it,
70, 80
that's
inside.
70,
Yeah, standard,
that's what
standard.
it is.
setting.
Beke no kamo.
You see?
Beke no kamo.
Of course, that be your money. But that one for drink water to like 4.
In 001.
Yeah, we are 101. But right now, if you want to take care of yourself, to Charlie, one big meal a day be okay. Then me that be what I do because
healthier,
your
it's
time safe. You don't get time safe.
Yeah.
Chop right now. Feeding me like chore for me.
By a single people they talk. You see how then they talk. You chop 1 meal a day. Okay.
And chill.
We wait.
Yamisa umu.
Watch you.
And chill.
Let's talk about this next year. Let's see.
Here no, we go come.
And
back.
chill. What's the next year?
1 meal a day.
We can't talk about time we Arsenal to win that song.
I don't get anything to. I
Oh,
don't make you vote.
I get that episode.
Thank you.
I get that episode.
I don't wait make
We
you
can't
both
sit
cut
here
down.
they talk. Your man say if Arsenal no we.
But
You
you
get
know,
it,
say,
you get
you
it.
know,
I
say,
don't wait make you cut down. Just cut down the post down.
you know, say, then rob for them.
But of course.
Massa,
Abi, you know.
Massa,
They don't get
We all
one red
know.
card.
Abi, we all we know.
They didn't even
Massa,
concede the
We all
penalty.
we know.
They didn't even concede the penalty
For
throughout the
somewhere.
season.
We all we know.
38 games.
Put this
Bro,
chance
wait,
for
wait,
somewhere.
Arsenal,
Arsenal,
zero
bro.
red cards.
Zero red cards.
But how they rough for
And
you?
with
Zero.
VAR being on their side, Charlie, the number of calls they give these people.
Charlie.
Oh, bro.
You see, all I go
Charlie.
to talk be say, if you they win, people not just know they like them. So we just go keep.
But
calm.
me,
you see some things.
I
you
celebrate
know for
them.
defend
I
nobody.
think it was about time.
You know,
Charlie,
yeah.
then chop
People
seconds.
say,
This
no,
people, they instant
We've-
give them
we've-
Champions League.
Oh, no, that one they like. No, that.
We've disputed
Oh, like
the
this
fact.
episode. I know
Everybody
come.
says attack
Arsenal
wins
win that
you.
Champions League.
Oh, like I go be calm for you people. You don't deserve my noise. If they say attack wins trophies, but we've disputed the fact that defense does.
Oh, of course, of course.
No defense has
But
been
that
mindful
game
like
you
the
played
Arsenal
at the
defense.
Champions League
Nobody.
final was
Agreed.
a
Agree.
shame.
It wasn't. It
Charlie,
was. How will
how
you
you
play
play
against PSG? Hey, PSG, so you go open inside the then you take 9 with that. No. They're the highest
No, but
scoring
honestly,
team.
if you try press them like you do yawa, you do serious yawa.
The ball we play,
You
you
do
know
serious
we
yawa,
play.
like
The
you
only
guys
mistake we made was
We
the penalty.
played against the same
It was just
PSG
the
side.
penalties.
How much we scored them? You know, be 3 we scored them.
Charlie,
Massa, you are talking like we don't have a good record against PSG.
Oh, no,
we
they-
too, we
like
don't
you
score
fired
them.
them
Nah.
the group stage or
Massa,
last year
we
or
did
so.
fire them.
Like
that,
fire
but
them
I'm-
home and away
but
also.
this- Yes,
But when
we
it
fired
mattered-
them.
when it
But
mattered.
exactly my point. On penalties, you don't line them up like that. You for be wiser. Eze,
No,
he
your
let
man,
you down. Gabriel,
your
he
man,
let you down.
Gabriel, then you won't be hero.
Hey, you won't be hero because
Be
you
heroic
play the game,
status
the
they go
game
look for
plan.
you.
No, that you ever see them make them frustrate like
Charlie,
this before?
Charlie.
You pack bars, take the key away. Maza, come on. Me, hey, if the openings are my heart all like small space be up. I see how the first goal came.
after
It was
PSG
rehearsed. You could tell. After that, they lock everywhere.
Wait.
That
After
penalty
PSG
then gets no. That be the
Yeah, after
issue.
PSG scored the penalty, as you see Arsenal try attack small. It left small like
yeah,
how they
yeah,
are
like
playing.
if I win.
Yeah, Bayern go try that, you know, and well.
Exactly. Exactly.
You go score 5, PSG
End
go
to
score
end.
6.
No.
Yeah.
You don't get
I was
that
impressed
impression.
actually.
Anyways, congrats on the Prem.
They deserve it.
And the slot in Tia.
Oh no. So that guy, I don't want to talk that guy
Senior.
matter.
Hey,
I don't
what
want to talk that
are
guy.
we
Me, I don't be
talking about
Liverpool
today?
fan. I don't be Liverpool fan, but I feel for you.
Nah,
Charlie, that guy, it was about time.
What is today
He was
saying?
living off the glory of
Klopp.
Yeah.
Charlie,
Mr. Kimson.
Yababim. You say right now, pull iPad.
Me who?
Mission.
Stefan can't sit here. The way the guy.
Mission.
Since day,
Mission.
Since our trip,
Tuesday matches. Tuesday. Mupa muni na mon sorry. Come here podcast.
Tuesday your chest off,
Tuesday
man.
my chest. But one thing we I really realize. I've been thinking about it for the past couple of days. The only real time where most boys feel the free things for the matches be if they meet boys.
Yeah.
Something they pain somebody in a partner day. Maybe you go talk about time, you go address some, maybe it was disrespect, it was something, you go address them all right. But that's just the canvas. The real emotion day, he only they talk about time if you meet boys. We are not they understand why. I'm not against creating a safe space for boys like we did. Me, I feel pick my phone and text 1,000 anytime if I did with my life be in shambles, right? But why can't I do that with my partner? And it no be we pay with day, make this podcast go out right and go see the things boys go can talk. It be like we already live the same lives. And I don't know if have we been bullied into silence in relationships as men?
That is be heavy.
Wow. Yeah.
Who go start?
No, Godwin in face, they look like he gets in
My perspective over time has changed.
Exactly.
Okay,
So I go really appreciate the perspective
Okay.
you go bring now.
Cool.
Because these boys, then they make them a mindset. They know make our work after this year.
Even before I'm married, right? I think I've had a good relationship with my boys.
Okay.
Eddie can tell. Random days I could just take Charlie who day, make we chat. It's something I also consciously built with my brother, Kweku, who day my back, because I reckon say over time, if we no be intentional, we no get anybody talk to.
Charlie.
One reason has been toxic masculinity, where it feels like a crime to feel.
Yeah.
That's the thing about men. It feels like thank you. It feels like and we want to have to be 3 boys. So growing up, it feels very alien to have an emotion. But then we balance it out with my mom. And my mom is she will feel. Like, my mom, they hold back. If she gets something to tell you, she go tell you, and she go tell you how she won't tell you. So growing up, you realize that you're formatting energy. If she say A, they disrespect them. Because she has a way she wants to do things. But there's a way she also wants you to approach the situation. Like, something happened where she no go ask you directly, say, but in the system, because we be all boys, we should be the only woman. She's also found a way to get us to start talking, So upbringing is very important. The culture too plays a big role, but I have been very conscious with my friends. I remember one time on one of my groups, we did on Snapchat where we just randomly asked, Charlie, how you boys do? Like realistically, how you boys do? I think it also takes us to realize that we need to be emotionally mature enough to ask about our boys. I was reading an article sometime, I think it was from the BBC or Telegraph, one of them, and it was talking about the suicide rates and that men are now leading the suicide rates as against women. And I watched a video of this Indian who jumped off a building, and he's the only breadwinner, taking care of his mom, his sisters, doing and working 2 jobs. And I saw the CCTV footage. He looked left, looked right, looked in the camera, smiled, and just jumped out the window. He no get anybody talk to, So we need to be more conscious about it. It gets even better when you have someone to share your thoughts with.
Yeah.
So it's like you are intentionally building that community for your own mental health. Where the problem lies is that men, we've been so stonewall to the point where the intentional initiatives, they matter anymore. We didn't even know this month was Men's Mental Health Month.
Well, fortunately, because of the work I do.
Okay.
Honestly, this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Really?
I know
Exactly.
June is Father's Day, but
Even Father's Day, I think is when?
21st.
21st.
Yeah.
I think it's 21st. Yeah.
Which is
I'm not that
already-
one because of
Are
church.
you kidding me?
I don't know.
For real?
I don't know.
I'm not that one because of the mental health.
I
I
don't know.
maintain that. I know
Even
where you.
my puppy tell him say, Father's Day they come. Meh.
You see?
We haven't been intentional about one.
My birthday, they
celebrating
come somebody
men.
they remind you, I'm okay.
Exactly. We haven't been intentional about celebrating men. Sorry, we haven't been intentional about celebrating good men.
Yeah.
Because now we're lacking out. There's this friend I have, and he says, you realize the importance of a father when he's not around.
Mm-hmm.
So you see a lot of people in their upbringing be weird and say, oh, in Poppy no day. That be why.
Yeah.
Or even if you're home and there's no father figure in the house, it's like, oh, old man no day.
Chaos.
Exactly. So we need to also learn to appreciate men when men are around. And I think it starts from us. So that's why this podcast like this is a great initiative. Every time we drop episode, oh my God, yo, I was thinking about this. Oh, I don't know how I go talk. It means the avenues no day. But you can start off with your squads and your friends. Me, right now, wifey self come in the picture. She know the barb. That's the difference. There are things that my boys go understand quickly. Like, Charlie, this thing happened. Oh, you, Charlie.
5 seconds.
Something like that happened where she works it. I will give you a good example. And I know boys go. We went to the UK recently and we went into a store. As we go the store inside, and they see the prices of the things, instantly I make quiet. Where she excites, like, oh wow, they have this, they have that. Oh my God, they have this. And she loves shopping, like all those things. Yeah. Oh my God, they have this, they have that. And it's nice to see her bubbly because of that. But I say, hey.
Yeah.
So I know the fee. I said, hey. So she said, no, should they go find something? I said, oh yeah, sure, you go. And I walk, my hand in my pockets. The only thing I could afford was a small perfume. This was like about 18 pounds.
Okay.
And even the 18 pounds, I they pay if they pay me. So I'm like, Charlie, I'll figure more things. And I they walk around, I say, hey. So the whole time she works in my energy day low. So she really said, why are you okay? Is everything fine? I said, I don't know how to explain them, but the fact that I'm in a store and I can't afford anything is doing something to my brain. And I can't explain it. And she was like, no, I mean, God's time is the best. Like, definitely God is working. And it just shows you, like, we are rising. Even for the fact that you've come to a UK store to see things in there, it's growth. And she was trying to rationalize it. Thank you. And she was trying to rationalize. And I was like, I get you. But you know
I understand.
You know the same thing happened. I was in the US I texted Eddie about it. I said, Eddie, bro, does this make sense? Like, and he understood me. He's like, Charlie, bro. I said, sometimes you just for kill your body.
Charlie,
that made sense to me at that point. But I think we get that perspective. But then again, she just understood that, I have to be there to listen. And I think we all have friends like that. You can look within your friend group and you can find at least 2-3 people that you can talk to because it says, well, show me your friend, I'll show you your character. It needs to be reciprocal. Like right now, I think this is good enough to be a safe space in different senses. Like we'll come on this podcast, we can talk. Then you can look behind the camera and say, Charlie, somebody there somewhere where they wait to want a conversation. That's a big deal. So I pray we can be good examples about it, but before being intentional. Before being intentional.
First episode.
Because the flip side of it too is that there's trauma to it. I did talk 100%. Like it be easy. But it's taking how many years? Like 10 years to build good community. Like
intentionally. Because
because
it doesn't just happen. We met 2021, right? For MX24. We were just colleagues. Look, we were just colleagues, and I think we wanted to start.
We wanted to do this,
and we just woke up one morning. On our first episode, we take on our phones. My phones. We take phones. Like the first 2-3 episodes, we phones. We take record.
And I think it's also because there was this underlining factor that we felt that
the need to.
You get. We connected on that level. Like everybody, they.
Fear God more.
There was that alignment. It was like God handpicked us, put us in the same space, and our parts just like if we sit down and say we did talk. Last week Saturday we were supposed to record it. We started we are at the call boys make we reschedule. We were on the call for like almost 30 minutes.
Just a rescheduling. We talk.
Podcast now. We'll call this. So like it was crazy because one thing I've realized is life is happening. Life is happening, bro. Like. See, if you get idea, we know execute now. If you get plan, do life they happen. I had no idea. The year we break even, we did June. 6 months go already.
Exactly.
Right? So if something they worry you, if your partner has disrespect, are you waiting till December? So the stonewalling, they won't enter that side because it's like we just want to talk about things. I think the culture has conditioned us to Charlie, you be man, you for be, that toxic masculinity, like Charlie, I be man. To what end? Men they die early, bro. 40, somebody died. 35, somebody died. 37. I'm like, Charlie, what they go on? And these are people with promise. These are people with so much potential, so much. So like, because I've realized women are also living longer because they express.
Yes.
They let it out.
go.
Then
That's right.
Yes.
so why is it a matter of it be so God make them? Or we need to also find a way to channel. I know it comes down to communication because even your approach, they matter. The way you could tell your woman how they feel, they matter. Because you might end up hurting her. Right? So, like,
I think evolution has also contributed to this. Because if you think about it, if you look into history, you realize, say, then men had community.
yeah.
You know, soldiers.
Isn't that what they call
had
the
themselves.
patriarchy now?
They call what?
Patriarchy.
What?
Yeah, they say
Yeah.
we take over.
I mean, it was toxic then.
Yeah,
It was
because
toxic.
women weren't allowed
But
to
then
have bank
again,
accounts.
what'd you
They
say?
weren't-
At the time, it was toxic.
No, I mean, yeah.
Women
even in
weren't
the-
allowed
even in
to
the
have
Bible, women
bank
were not
accounts.
counted.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Women are not kind of like, it's
Yeah.
like you grew up. I saw this joke on
Marginalization.
Netflix, and the woman was she was saying that, in fact, the whole Bible was written by men. I was like, yeah. Even when they were counting cities, groups, all
Actually,
men.
if you think about it, even
Yeah,
in the church,
the whole
then
Bible?
some
Yeah,
churches
even
still they
in
do.
church, yeah.
Who write that?
Some churches still they do.
Is that who writes Esther?
Money, right?
It's about Esther.
Esther Smith.
The book of Esther is about Esther.
But Esther didn't write it.
I mean, I'm sure there's definitely definitely.
Oh, we go through research,
inference
but
from.
but
what
bro,
she said.
bro,
and I know
how
women
many books?
contributed
How
to
many
the
books
Bible.
Moses writes? Then Paul alone.
Yeah.
The two of them.
I mean, the two of them.
Yeah,
like,
they
at least
the
one of
Bible.
them,
No,
Add
but it's
David.
those little it's those
Yeah.
little facts, and you realize
Right.
that back then women were heavily marginalized.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm not saying that was good, but I'm
Meanwhile,
saying
they
that-
built their cities.
Exactly.
Think about it. We get no Moses without his mom.
Ooh,
Yeah.
come on now.
Jesus said,
Yeah.
no come without his
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah.
Everything he wanted to do, he did it through a woman.
Go, man. True. Valid.
Like if you are being very particular about it.
Yeah.
Even Solomon. Solomon.
Oh,
Solomon.
my di-
Solomon.
Yeah, you don't get him
Solomon.
if not through a woman.
Actually, that's
But
true.
we're talking about safe spaces for men. We're talking
Yeah.
about how
Yeah.
men have community, how
Yeah.
they talk to each other, and all
Yeah.
that. And I think that it used to be more prevalent, you know,
Back
back,
then.
then. Even I don't know, maybe our grandfathers, you know, they had
No,
this.
but I think back then when the men came together, it was for a goal. It wasn't
Yes.
for mental health. It wasn't to
Okay.
vent. It
But I
wasn't.
think it helped.
I don't think so.
to an
No,
extent,
but
it
you
guess
see
I
those
think
days
maybe
they
because-
fit meet under tree cards. Is it?
But there was nothing productive to the conversations. Yebo game, yebo draft.
Yeah,
yebo
yeah,
Monsanto,
which
yeah.
yebo
we should be fine. Think about
don't
it. We
think
don't
so.
do that with each other now. We don't. We
We
are
barely-
like,
we-
life
yes,
is
we-
happening.
yeah,
When was the last time I
centered
saw
on
you?
Bro, I know they can.
Well,
No,
last
me
time I saw
there,
you.
every time kind of I always they talk say me there, we dey close, but we know that. No, but my reasoning also comes from the fact that I went to a certain business and I found out that business was owned by cousins, all guys. Men come together for a goal. Oh, let's start this business.
Yeah.
Oh, let's start this podcast.
This
do
podcast,
this.
I was about
Oh,
to
let's
say.
build.
Yeah.
Oh, let's. That's how you find a lot of men together in one space. But it's very rare to find a lot of men Charlie Brani and Casa and let's talk about the things where they worry
But do
me.
women do that?
No, but
Oh,
Sit
oh,
down.
there's-
Just
I think-
women,
they're
bro.
just meeting to have a conversation on their mental
Women
health.
don't need a reason to meet.
True.
They don't need. We
Bro.
find ways. I don't know how we make room for the mundane things, but we actually find a way.
Yeah.
But women, no. I admire them. I admire them. Like
But bro, women feed do 3 hangouts a month.
Yeah.
They see me once
you
a
know,
month.
Actually.
it's-
women.
I
make time.
just feel that. I just feel that.
How make you no go far? How many times we reschedule this podcast? don't look too far. Amongst one ourselves. True. How many times we reschedule this? We started 2 weeks ago. We're supposed to do Saturday. We're supposed to do yesterday.
Well, yeah.
Now we are here.
Yeah.
But women will find a way.
Yeah, no, they will.
They would have met like twice already.
I just feel that there's a part of manhood that we try and make a joke out of events. So there was a video
Charlie,
I
if you
watched.
talk, say you get broke, the boys start to
Yeah,
laugh.
there was a video I watched and the guy said
Make a push this thing go back for a minute.
there was a video I watched and the guy said that he was molested and the guys were like laughing. I was like, Charlie. So even when there's in serious situations, it's very difficult to tell guys because he knows he would then go laugh about them. That's perspective one. Perspective two is when you do have a certain pool of people you believe you can lean on or a partner you believe you can lean on, and you tell them something or you get vulnerable with them and they use against you, it
that
creates
one.
a preset.
That one.
Now,
That
these
one.
presets have become things that you might have not experienced it for yourself, but I have, and I'll share with you. So next thing is, Charlie, never tell a woman this. Never tell your partner
red
this.
pill.
Keep it to that. Keep it to yourself. You might as well keep it to yourself and die with it than share and, be brutalized emotionally. So these presets are things that people generally pick off and then automatically apply Control C, Control V to their life. But we need to get to a point where we are filtering out. And I like the fact that Thousand had to couple in, his partner, in that there is a sense of assurance that even his partner gave him at that point. But there are people that we are sharing certain things with that are immature. And because you shared with immature person 1, 2, 3, 4, and the outcome is not as good, that is the template for our life.
Yeah.
So we need to come to a point where even before you share, even before you open up, you need to clearly understand that you're going to somebody that has a way different perspective, and the person you're sharing with might not entirely even give you the answer you want. The perfect example is my mom. My mom is very conservative. Now, when it gets to a point where they share some things, they want to make it reason with you on a certain level, it doesn't come as such. That no means say, so there are certain things I don't
feel
share with them.
disappoint pass.
Like I be like, I want to share this thing, but she go make the whole thing church. I get it, right? But like, I know at that point, I know they want that.
Yeah.
I'd rather talk to a bro who would give me a different perspective. But then that also triggers a part of us that we are just moving to people who are just endorsing maybe bad like certain vices or certain habits or certain things that are not, right with us. So I take it just from a perspective of people, precedents that has been created by people that are not supposed to help us, and an angle where we need to clearly also understand the people we're talking to.
I'll add to that. I think the fourth perspective for me would be, I think it's also a personality thing. Somebody mentioned something. It's sometimes childhood trauma, sometimes how you grow up. I, for instance, I was telling my niece, who's sitting right there, I was telling her that, do you know that grandma and grandpa have never said, I love you before? They've never. She was like,
alien for most homes.
never. I've never heard I love you from my dad or my mom before, And as a child, they were also living life, trying to make ends meet, So I was all by myself. I had to do the growing up for myself. There was no elder sibling to go and talk to and say, so everything had to happen to me. So it's become a part of me. I see life as deal with it yourself, so it's hard to open up to people. And my boy, my very good friend, Rex, something happened a couple of years ago. I was in this relationship and he knew about it. He suspected it, we keep it to ourselves. For some reason, or maybe the personality thing I'm talking about, I kept it to myself. But he knows that, oh, Charlie, something go on between. So as a teen, go well. And the girl knowing that is like my closest friend, she go pour out on him, tell him everything, how she, and I said nothing. I was going about,
normal,
but no, say my party know everything. Years after, where conversation come up, where he tell me everything. But he said something to the girl. He said, you know what? He's a man. He never opened up to me. He didn't come to me to tell me that this and this is what is happening. There was no way I was going to go to him and tell him that, Charlie, your woman can't tell me, say, this, then. So he kept it all to himself, hoping that one day, me, myself, I'll go talk, say, Charlie, bro, this, then this, they get me. So into no one do anything, make it affect my ego. So I think that a lot of people also have that personality where, whether it's your experience, your upbringing, whatever it is, you're unable to open up to boys. I say after that incident, that guy know everything they go on plus. And I realized that it was such a safe space. Like anything I would call him. Sometimes you do what you say, Charlie. Sometimes you go laugh me, you go tease me, but then you go bring me back onto the path. And that really, really helps. That good friend thing we're talking about. The last podcast I was listening to, you guys were also talking about mentors. I think you're talking about mentors. You said something profound, but you'd be like, I forget. It's about like having good mentors as well. I don't think that today's generation we have mentors. I don't know someone you can, like an older person you can call. If you know be pastor, maybe your pastor for church or something. Is that somebody? Godfather, right? How many of us have godfathers? You have godfathers? You have a godfather?
I mean, I do have my mentors. As for me, they are not going to take that shit. I think it's also because
important.
we have so much information. I was telling a friend that even in the music space, first, if you want to play, and Eddie would relate. First, you want play bass, you want play key, you want sing. You forgo close to the person where they play. Now, they are the ones chasing us. Because Kiddy, 12 years, he did program. Kiddy, 10, he started play keyboard. Oh, you go. So now we have all the information exposed to us, even to the point where now we abuse them. We don't even know how we could do them. So it's easy to feel like the place of a mentor or somebody with that experience is overstated in your life. It's like, I mean, in the end, bro, Claudia idea.
Like I can't talk. The
You
mentor,
know,
mentor, ChatGPT. Mentor, and one
So then it comes down to the point of value. Like, how much of a value do you pose in someone's life for the person to feel like I need you enough to talk? Let's also lay this ground rule, right? We need to also learn to manage our expectations in the sense where you don't go and also feel like the solution to all your problems comes from your boys or your partner. We need to also understand that there's a big void in our lives that we need filled one way or another. So that's where we'll always recommend Jesus to you. We'll always recommend the Bible because there's certain things that the answer just know they come from boys. It just know they come from your spouse. But there's a certain level of like centering you need. You just need to be centered to a point so that now you are the best person for someone and the person is also the best for you. That's right. I think we're also running a system where hurts people are just hurting people.
Oh, yeah.
So it's getting difficult, even within our boys. And boys, we get away with the coop.
Yeah.
Jokes.
Yeah.
That's the best way some of the things will make sense to you. I mean, I'm the funniest person to myself because some things will happen me. What example can I give? My car broke down while it was raining. I tear my body. Like, and the funny thing is, I had to get down, go open the hood while it's raining just to check what's happening because I kind of know what the issue was. I go open the car, open the hood, touch the car a bit, and someone just shout, "Hey, you there, like, my whole day just passed. Like, what do you mean? Like,
I just story like crazy.
Bro, I stress. You take kinds of the shout. You there, and his phone, energy. I know if he give you the energy, but then I just tear. So then I started to laugh. Like I enter my car, they laugh. Like I had to even make a post on it on X, and that's how I realized that we all need to also find a way to be okay.
Yeah.
We all need to find a way to be okay, a good way to be okay. I watched a podcast yesterday about somebody who had a drug addiction. And you find the reasons why he was addicted to the drugs. There's no outlet for the guy. He did go through them. Like, if I say life, the life he lost his dad. When he lost his dad, the family was being weird about it. He lost everything. They moved him out of the house. Drugs back to back because that's his only coping mechanism. If we also know be wise about them, we end up trauma dumping on people who don't also know how to handle what we're bringing. Becomes a problem. It's this same podcast that my mom found out I had a porn addiction. She was so hurt.
Oh, Charlie.
Like, I go meet them for house.
You never tell them.
Me hear a podcast, no. Hey, and I said, man, there's certain things that it's not even you.
For relax.
I don't even know how to explain to you, but things they happen. In a case like that, now she wants to hear more. She wants to know more because she's into mentorship, and she mentors the boys in the juvenile prisons for the past 11 years. So for hey, it's in Yama when you're not more. And she sees the things like boys are in prison for killing people, for raping people. And she's like, dang it, cry now, What's your thought process? What's going on? You realize that all these guys don't have any outlets. The next thing is to action. The next thing is to action. So sometimes we also need to be emotionally mature to the point where we need to realize that we can't keep holding on to things too much. That's why we have a lot to learn from our women and our women friends, mainly because if something they mind up, she could tell you. And the way she could tell you, say, whether you like them,
she will drop them.
She tell you.
I think what my little experience I had, sometime back I was struggling with a lot of things. There's one cousin of mine I share everything with.
Nice.
And he told me that, Charlie, I'll be your cousin, but sign up for therapy. I thought it was weird.
That'd be hard.
It'd be hard, though.
I thought it was weird.
Point you in the right direction.
Like, I'd be like, black people don't do therapy, bro. And he's like, you pay everything. Every session I go to, you pay for them.
Nice.
Wow.
Now, my first session was a blessing, man. And I think every man needs therapy.
At some
Bro.
point. At some point.
Seek professional help.
At some point, yeah.
Because it brought me back to self, a part of myself I've never seen, and I realized how damaged I was. Very damaged, and even the minute and small things, like very small things. The fact that there were people I hadn't forgiven, send trails of events I thought, oh, I can just let it slide. But those things were holding heavy things in my heart.
Oh my goodness.
And my therapist just kept bringing me back. Fortunately for me, I had two therapists. I had like a male, and then I had this other lady, Auntie Amma, God bless you, wherever you are. She helped me, bro. Like, and these are people, maybe it might not be necessarily, we can scope it into like mentorship, but you need a professional.
Yeah.
I
You
agree.
you really do need a professional.
Yeah.
Because there are people that, whenever my therapist is talking to me, I'm like, bro, and he's young, Jesse, he's young. He's like, maybe Eddie, you guys. He's young. Guy, no, Okasa. Like,
Charlie, land.
Let's push that. Let's push that narrative.
so yeah,
Therapy narrative.
therapy.
We need to, but
Why,
we don't
why
have a-
people they run away from him? Honestly,
I don't,
I don't
because
know.
it's a foreign concept, bro.
See,
Let's just be very
it is.
honest
We-
with
we-
ourselves.
it's
It's,
just-
a foreign
yeah,
concept.
we don't get
Therapy-
that affinity with
No,
that, yeah.
we don't have it. It's a foreign concept, and the fact that you have to go and pay someone to listen to you is a problem.
Yeah.
But we
but
don't.
isn't it a privilege to have someone to listen?
I don't.
I'm
think
coming.
so.
Let me say this.
I don't
When I
think
told my mom I was going to do therapy, she said, talk to Jesus.
Yeah. So that's one angle. But then again, I don't also blame them. I also blame the fact that we don't have a lot of openly stating Christians saying that I'm a therapist.
Yeah.
Come and see me.
Yeah.
Because I will want to go to a therapist who is Christian.
100%.
I promise you.
100%.
Because
Yeah.
as you they tell me, say, I demand small, you they give me scriptures.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Like, I would
Yeah.
want to sit in a prophetic therapist room
Yeah.
where
Come on.
Prophetic.
come on, yeah. And after I'm done, you let
That
me
would be
know
some
that,
dangerous
guys,
combination.
Let's pray
it
about
touch
this.
the brain, but
So-
it touch the spirit
Good
as
too,
well.
because it's healing.
Yeah.
It's healing. And most of the things we also can't understand. We're under certain addictions that are coming from trauma.
Yes.
That aren't, it's like the Bible saying, this kind can only go through prayer and fasting.
Yeah.
There's a certain maturity you need to get to where you realize that I need medical help for the trauma I've been through. And that's therapy. But when you enter the therapist room, there's a certain aura you also need to feel because, hey, who am I opening up to? Because the Bible says test all spirits. So we need the church, first of all, to understand that there's a role for mental health in the church. We need to understand. Then the same way it's like the way we say we need marriage counseling. I think marriage counseling is one of the best forms of therapy ever prior to marriage. The same way now the church is advocating for post-marriage counseling, which is great. It will curb the divorce rate. Very good. But now, grief. How are we handling grief in the church? All we are doing is we are visiting the people who've lost people. We are sending them momo. We are posting the flyers on
attend
their
the
behalf,
funeral,
and we
that's
are
it.
done.
Ooh.
Think about it. That's the church.
The grief too, they start after the funeral.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Then you would have the
After the funeral.
pastor being their only person they can talk to. But then I do think if pastors also have a repository of tried and tested therapists that people can talk to. Oh, Pacho, Fred, I'm a mommy. I have a client coming to you. Miami Tia in the first two sessions. No? Yeah, mommy. If there's any way you think spiritually, so the same way, and that might be a bit too heavy on our therapists coming in, but I need people to understand that it's also a role.
Okay.
It's a needed one. It's a place, bro. I have a friend who's been raped, Ibi guy, right? And it started his villain arc. He bad pass. He some things, process and plus you. I don't know how I go get him to get professional help because the whole concept of therapy is a foreign one to him. But I know he wants to talk to me. I'm not gonna lie, if I see how my life they go and the fact that I also want to get into youth ministry and help young people and all, of course I have to take a certain counseling course here and there. I need to be professional about it.
Yeah.
I need to learn about it so that when, of course, the life I live, the kind of way I did, the way I position my body, I should be the best person he wants to talk to.
Yeah.
But I can't do it alone. So I think there's a gap. There's a very big gap, and we all have to find a way of normalizing the concept of therapy. Then again, too, maybe if anybody's watching this episode and you know some very good therapists, please put in the comment section or put them in the chat. Let's shout them out. I think we also owe our therapists a responsibility to bring them out. Right now, maybe like them be underground.
Charlie,
You know
if somebody no point you to somebody,
yeah, you know, I remember there was a whole time. I have one of my best friends, Nashomi, on Twitter. She has some therapists she can vouch for. Like she would, and then people ask, okay, who is this therapist? Then you mention that they charge this per hour. Masa, on seminar there, but not say free one. You they pack,
they can't drama. It don't be downside.
You know, so we need to, exactly. We need to understand that certain things too are also investments. You see why you need to buy antibiotics, but you don't see why you need to pay a therapist to listen to you. It's a problem, and they are not just listening to you. They are also helping you understand why you went through what you went through. They're helping you unpack. That's what it is. Because boys, we know if you do them alone, but it's easier when you realize that you are not alone.
That's right.
Yeah.